Okay, good morning, everybody, or afternoon. SKG here, and we've got some tranquilized styrax that we should be moving. And we're out of food. Hold on, let's get that situated first. Let's get those done. Let's get these guys moved over. Now, it's been a few weeks since I've uploaded anything. Yes, I know. And it's been hectic. Like, as to the reason why, and truthfully, I didn't touch on this in the last episode, but shortly after the last episode, or really during the second episode I uploaded, I ran into a problem with YouTube's monetizing system or copyright system, truthfully, as in which I was having my videos blocked worldwide for using my intro song, which was the Triple X Tentacion song, Sad. And it was just an instrumental, but I was getting my videos blocked worldwide for that, and it was my newer videos instead of the older ones, which struck me, well, I can't say struck me, it's kind of odd, because that'd be horrible if it was all of my videos, which I'm grateful that it wasn't. Let me just, I'll put some of that there, and some of that there. But I had to, for the sake of uploading so you guys can have something to watch, I removed this song. So it was like, you see part of the video, then it goes switches to the intro, there's no song, but as I watched the video, like, it clips the song really, so like for a song will play for like maybe 5 seconds, then go back to silent, and a whole bunch of mess. But recently I was able to upload the song again with no problems. This is all they need. Cool. And once again, I'm looking at it like, okay, so is YouTube drunk again? Maybe it is. Yeah, it is. I'm not even gonna say maybe it is, and YouTube is definitely drunk. But okay, so what we finna do here is I'm finna get the other ceratopsians in here, because this is their pen, and then I want to work on our first tour, and I want to kind of make an intricate path, like maybe a winding path into it, and then we move into it here. So it's gonna be like our first giant herbivore, like, and I mean that in the sense of it's gonna be giant herbivores and lots of herbivores. That's what I really meant by that. But this is gonna be our first massive enclosure. Oh man, kind of hoping I can get that. It'd be nice if they can kind of go through the fence. It'll look a little bit more authentic. Just a little bit. And I believe this is going to be our last episode with rain, like regular rainstorms. After this, we're going to have regular, so to speak, we're going to enhance it to light storms. You know my addiction with rivers, but I gotta do this. I gotta line my water edges with this. Who knows? I'll probably try to hold off on it later on in this playthrough, but for now, I'm just gonna feed my addiction. But I like to trust that you guys been well. Oh, first disease. Who is it? Packy. So how about we just, this is our first disease, we go and treat this one ourselves. Let's hurry up and isolate the target. Whoa. What's up, Peckies? Oh no, where you going, sucker? Nobody likes getting their shots. Oh, that was okay. That was quick. I thought I would need to shoot him twice. All right, but yeah, like I trust y'all been cool and everything, and I don't know, but let's get these Triceratops going while I'm dawdling. How about we don't dawdle? So how many Triceratopses do you think we will need? I got 4 Styrax. So how about 3 Trikes? 3 Trikes? Yeah, 3 Trikes. And speaking of Ceratopsians, we got a new Ceratopsian. It's not unlocked on this one, but this right here, the Ceratops for the battle at Big Rock, that's supposed to be releasing sometime this year, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Ceratops, it looks awesome, by the way. And shoot, I like its kill animation. I don't know about y'all, but I like its kill animation. Like it sends like carnivores flying. Not all carnivores, like big carnivores like T-Rex and Spinosaurus obviously don't get launched, sadly. But it's just okay. If you haven't tested this out, and I don't know how it's been weeks already since the dinosaur released, or at least a week and a half, what I want you to do is make a Ceratops, make a Metriacanthosaurus, because this is what a Theropodosaur happened to. Let them fight, make sure I can kill the Metriacanthosaurus, and watch it send him flying. Like, that was impressive, so to speak. But okay, so what we finna do, right, real quick, is make a whole bunch of trees, because I want to make this like a winding path. My dumb self. This. So I'm gonna make a whole bunch of trees for this area. Damn, I forgot I had the incubation set to really quick, right? So then I'm gonna take this path real fast and then go in here like that, so to speak. And then it's gonna be like, okay, so I'm gonna put watch thingies there, like not watch. Why do I want to say watchtower? It's because I was watching Justice League earlier, and watchtower is stuck in my mind. But we're gonna put one of those viewing towers there, and then a thing there, and it's gonna go all around and through, and it's gonna span multiple enclosures, because I want to have another enclosure with, of course, Tyrannosaurus, a Kentrosaurus, and Gallimimuses in both of their pens, just so those 2 dinosaurs won't be alone. Even though it's really supposed to be more of an African setup, but plans change, right? Right. So how about we get our lovely Triceratops out? Oh yeah. But okay, so let's talk about something interesting. And what I have to talk about is what me and my girlfriend happened to see that took place what's today, Saturday, so it took place Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday. So, oh, was it Thursday? No, it took place Thursday. So what happened was, right, I was doing my route. As for those that may not know that are new, I'm a bus driver. I work bus company. Me and my girlfriend do. That's how we met. And more on that origin story at a later date. And I was doing my route, right? And on my route, I have to go pick up this one kid who lives like I don't even want to say in the boondocks, but for those who are residents of Chicago and the South Suburbia, you are familiar with the term Harvey. And as with Harvey, you know that his streets are a little messed up, for lack of a better term, as I'm trying not to swear, but we'll see how long that lasts. And in this one area, like, was a road with a whole bunch of potholes. Like, it looks like the worker village. I ain't gonna lie, it looks like the worker village over in that area, like abandoned houses and whatnot. The roads are like so horrible, like to a point that when the bus hits one of these potholes, right, and the potholes are not far and few between, they're like everywhere. It makes the bus rock, so it feels like I'm finna tip over and fall and stuff, right? So I pick up the kid. Like, I'm not going. The house that the kid stays in is quite nice. It's fine, right? Which is kind of eerie because, like, the people that live back there is like, for every 10, I don't know, let me stop exaggerating. So every like 3, maybe 5 abandoned houses you see, you run across a few that are all right, or that look actually good, and it makes you wonder, okay, what happened to the other areas? Like, why is the rest so messed up? But anyway, so I pick the kid up and I make the left turn. I'm going down this one street that I have to go through, and it's like this long street that spans like 4 or 5 blocks, 153rd to 157th. So that's about like 4 blocks or so. And while I'm driving, I come to my right. Is this car sitting there? Like, now what's odd about this car is the fact that, hold on, what skin should we use? Rainforest? I don't got that many other skins, and I think Torosaurus might have other skins. I'm real fond of the Rainforest. Rainforest looks nice. So Alpine. So how about the same thing? So 1 step Torosaurus, and then like a 2 step. I mean, then 2 Rainforests. But all right, back to the story. So this car, right, it's sitting on the side, on the road to my right, on the passenger side, and it's like stripped back, like to the metal, like back, like how a car looks when it's being put together at a factory on an assembly line, right? Like stripped of all this paint and all that. I think of his tires. I can't remember if it was stripped of his tires, because really after I noticed that it was just bare hunk of metal just sitting there, the next thing I took notice of was the fact that the car itself was smoking, like it had just been set on fire. So the car was smoking. And as I pulled past by and got closer, you could see that the car was like burnt, like it was like really burnt. Like the inside was torched. It still had its seats in it, right? Which, for as peculiar as that sounds for a car stripped of its metal, stripped to its metal, its skeleton, basically, that's what I'm calling it. It was stripped to its skeleton. So it was stripped to its skeleton, and it was burnt, like black in some spots, like definitely all black on the inside. Steering wheel burnt to a crisp, seats burnt to a crisp, dashboard burnt to a crisp. The entire inside was messed up. See, I almost said that word. And what happened, I can't even say what happened next was because I drove by, so there was nothing I could do. I wanted to stop and get a better look, because obviously if the car was put out, there was no firefighters, there was no police and nothing like that. So that let me think somebody pulled this car over here. Something had to have happened where somebody had to pull this car over here and torch it. Like they obviously, you could tell the car was torched. Because if the police were involved, they most likely would not have even let me through the area, because they would have been canvassing the area for clues and whatnot, and they would not have needed any vehicles passing by to mess up their scene. And like you don't need the tires of a bus, especially going over a crime scene, because you know the treaders on the tires are thick and deep. And if I was to run over anything in that crime scene, like let's say there was some careless officers and they let me pass through, and I happened to run over some evidence, it would most likely get stuck in the treading of the bus's tires, and next thing you know, I'm taking a piece of evidence with me unknowingly on my route to a school to drop off these kids, and we can't be having that. Well, they can't be having that. But I drive by, and lo and behold, and meanwhile, on my girlfriend's side, she was, well, with her route is when she drops off the kids, she has a break. So she gets like maybe a 10-minute break before she goes off and have to pick up the kids again. So what she likes to do is get her some coffee or whatnot, take a little smoke break. But she says that where she was, this dude like had sped up in this car, and he had got out the car and his hands were shaking, and he looked like he was like completely horrified or something like that, like he was completely shook, for lack of a better term. And this happened like right as her shift was ending. Oops. Like this happened right as her break was ending, not her shift, as her break was ending. Oh, hold on. Make sure we got the right one now. This one? Okay, got it. Right. And so basically when she saw this guy, she was already on her bus pulling off to go get her next set of kids that she had to get for her district, because me and her do 2 different school districts. As to why, it's another interesting story that happened on my end that is basically my fault. This is basically what I'm saying, and we'll get to that too at a later date. As to why it's my fault and what I did to end up working in a whole different school district. But so she saw this guy like panicking, like she said his hands were shaking and he was like completely out of it. He was trying to cover his face, looked like he might have just got through like crying, like he could, like he basically like he done seen some stuff, like something like that. And as she goes on and she's passing by, like I'm trying to remember it. I'm trying to remember what else, because it says something else happened in between. I can't remember, and who knows, I'll probably remember later, and if I do, I'll probably put it down in the description, right? So we're going to fast forward a few hours, because I meant to tell her about this after our morning route was over and we was on break, but I've forgotten. And okay, I'm about to say I thought it was stuck. So lo and behold, the next day, which was Friday, we hear on the news, well, my dumb ass, hold on. So lo and behold, hours later, I was doing my PM shift and I'm dropping off the kids. I go back to where I have to drop off the girl again, right? She's like the last student I pick up and the last student I drop off. So lo and behold, going over the bumps, shifting and shaking again, not knowing if today is going to be the day my bus finally tips over, and now I'm laying on my back like a gigantic turtle, basically. The fence. No, oh my God, I'm getting confused with this game. The whatchamacallit, so to speak. As I drop off the kid and I go down that long 4-block road again, right? The car is gone. Like just disappeared. In this spot is the area of where it was burnt at. So now you just see all this burnt, not even husk, but like pieces of the metal that popped off from the car and all that, or that got burnt and whatnot. Not that. So will I connect the fence? You know what? How about we don't connect the fence, but we put that right there like this. Hold on. I'm gonna finish with the story. Hold on. Because the real thing is you're gonna be able to walk that way. Really. So you're gonna be able to walk from there. But I don't want it to obstruct the path too much. Just enough, right? Okay. So how we gonna want this to look real fast? I want it to go this way, so it's gonna be more lengthy than anything. But yeah, so like the car is gone, and that strikes me as odd because, well, the police didn't come and get it. Because if they did, like I said, they still been there, because they would have been canvassing the area just to make sure it wasn't like somebody was trying to hide any evidence, or if there was somebody trying to hide evidence, you know, looking for, see what might have fell off the car or been burnt with the car, something. They would have still been there. Because like when this happened with the car, when I saw the car, it was about around 8 o'clock. When my girlfriend saw the dude, it was about 10 minutes prior, right? So okay, hold on. That's gonna be the connector point for that fence. Then we're gonna round it off some, and then do like that. Yeah. But like I said, I failed to mention to my girlfriend about this at first. And then, like I said, I go back and do my route. The car is like gone. And I'm like, okay, now that's odd. Where'd the car go? Like, so whoever burnt it might have, you know, had somebody come and get the car. And like, so they, because it's like evidence basically. So somebody basically came and got the car. That's what I'm thinking. Somebody came and got this damn vehicle. And the next morning, so we're gonna fast forward like the next morning, because once again, like I forgot to mention to my girlfriend on the way home after work, because we wound up going and doing something, I believe, because that was Thursday, so I believe we went and got something to eat. I really can't remember, but we did something and I ended up forgetting. And the next morning we hear on the news that they found this body burnt in a dumpster in another area known as Riverdale, which is like not too far from where we work. I say about 5-10 minute drive, because from where we work, but from where I saw the burnt car, it's like a 15-minute drive. And then from where Clarissa saw, my girlfriend Clarissa saw the dude, that's like 20 minutes. Oh no, man, I can't do it like that. Gotta be like that right there. Do it like that. And do it like that. Now, my thing is with this though is we're gonna put some more trees around it, because I want you to come out of the trees. Really, I want you to come out of the trees to see it. And that's why I'm putting the towers there, because they see over the trees. So one there. And then one there. Yeah, and they'll see over the trees and you see out to that way. But really, if you want the full experience, you got to get on and in this tour to see this, to get the full experience. Because then you come back. I'm gonna make the path come back a little bit and wind like through here, hopefully without deleting any of those trees, and then boom shakalaka. So for lack of a better term. So let's get Camarasaurus in here, and that means we need some conifers or something for sauropods. So this benefits both hadrosaurs and sauropods, and I was thinking of putting Parasaurolophus in this pen to mimic the first Jurassic Park basically. And I'm thinking that might be a good idea. You got Iguanodontids right there. Hey, they could benefit from this. And then the Stegosaurids. what could the stegosaurus eat, right? They eat anything they eat is harmful to iguanodontids at that point. So, conifers it is. At least the Tyrannosaurus will be alright. The stegosaurus won't get no benefit from it, but at that point, you know. But, so yeah, they hear that this body got burnt in Riverdale, and that leads me, and then I'm like, oh, babe. That reminds me, I'm like, that's oddly strange because the day before, when I was doing my route, and I was picking up my last student, and we was, you know, way in the back of what we call like the dark side of Harvey, and or basically the abandoned side. I saw this car, and it was like sitting in the area, burnt. Like somebody literally left the car and ditched it there. And then that's when she told me about old dude, and then we came to the conclusion that this guy had to have been involved somehow. Right? Like he had to be involved with this body or something somehow. At least that's what we're thinking. Because it's the only plausible thing. You see a dude tripping balls. I see a car left, you know, abandoned. So at that point, you know, you start to wonder what else could it be but that. Hold on, let me fix this. I made a mess here. Let me fix it. Okay. And so that we was like, okay. Well, I can't even say we was like, but that's our assumption that this guy has something to do with this chick's disappearance. And my favorite skin, definitely tiger. Gonna be a big enclosure, so let's mix it up. Tiger, and then I'm gonna make another wetland one on top of this one. But yeah, that's basically like the story. I'm sorry if it wasn't like that exciting, but like that's what we was just going off of. Like this guy had to have something to do with it. Like there's no way he couldn't have. Oh, hold on, I done messed up. Hold on, there we go. There we go. Okay, just want to make sure I didn't do that on that end. Alright, so these people are coming from this side. I'm going to finish that track, right? So what I'm going to do is brush the water off in a way that you follow this path. And then I'm going to bring the water back in. So kind of like a land bridge or something. So I'm going to go back this way. Finish clicking and connecting on this. Oh, you can hit Ankylosaurus from way over here. You go through it like that. And that's going to start our next part. So let's go back in. Yeah, that's strange. Like, you guys tell me what you think. Like, oh, like, are we just like jumping to, you think we was just like jumping to conclusions, or do y'all think we got like a valid claim here? Like, yeah, that sounds suspicious. What do you tell me? What do y'all think? Cause you gotta admit though, that dude sound kind of fishy. Okay, gotta make sure I'm leaving enough there. Now there's gonna be a path, so let's go through the fence there, maybe. Nope, 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 nope. Boxed it up. All right, so now we got this enclosure going, and we're gonna populate it with sauropods, brachiosaurs, chromosaurs, and then we're going to populate it with Gallimimus and Parasaurolophus following. Those two first, obviously. So what I want to do is the Jeep is where again? They're there, so they will come out, and I want them to. Can they go through here? Right through here? That'd be excellent if they can. Come on, come on. Almost. That'll look really well right there. And it can't go right there. And it can't go there either. Block the track. So it will have to go here for right now. And it said that the whatchamacallit is done. So let's lay down our paleobotany. Our tall feeders. One there. And then one there. And then we go here. And like I said, I don't want to block the road, so it's going to come through here, like so. It'd be wise to put one there, next to the water source, maybe. Nah, not like that. Not right there next to the water source, but a feeder here for the hadrosaurs, because it's just them. And we might not need. Uh-oh, what's happening? Uh-oh. Don't need them getting sick now. Oh, that's what's happening. Hold on. Dispense. It wasn't dispensing enough food for them. They're all only eating from that one feeder, too. I might need to put a second one in there. So what's in this one? Mosses. I'm gonna put mosses in this one too. Okay. But yeah, like outside of that, like my week was like, it was ordinary, but that was like the most eventful thing I guess you could say that happened all week for me. Ooh wee. They going through these feeders really fast. Yeah, look at that, they all out there. Okay, let me look at this one again, because I just wanted to make sure that Hadrosaurus and Ornithomimus could eat from this. Because they gotta eat too. They can eat from grasses, but it's harmful to Hadrosaurs. So I can make palms, and they both will be able to eat from that. And they'll be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna make palms. That's the last one. And then they'll be able to eat. So which one of them is returning to base? Because my Hadrosaurs are almost done, so I'm gonna just pop that in there for right now. Right. Just come get that. Look at that, he was about to park too. Don't you hate that? Like when you was about to sit down and get comfy, and then something happens, you gotta get back up, you be like, you let out that long, just aggravated sigh that, cause you know, damn, you're like, I was this close, this motherfucking close. And then whatever it was is like, not today, motherfuckers. I don't know, Brachiosaurus might be comfortable with this, but I think Camarasaurus is going to be a little bit like upset. In that case, that's where I can put some individual trees and rocks down. Okay, so let me go make these things before I forget, because I literally just forgot what I was supposed to put there, and now I just remembered again. So palms for Hadrosaurus and Leptomylids. And they'll incubate the fastest. So let's get our pairs out. And while they get released, we're going to work on getting our next exhibit set up. And this one is going to be just a little bit smaller because it's just those two in it. So what I'm going to do is take the fence once again. Oh wow, it's not electric. What I'm going to do is, yeah, make this enclosure and then go back and make this one electric. Because that's what it's supposed to be. So I'm going to take from here. Go like that. And do like that, because like I said, it don't have to be that big, and it's not. So we're gonna go straight over like that. Nope, I don't want to be in. Not like that, at least. Good. Now those have been stopped. Curve just like that, go around it like that. Like that. Boom. Now let's go in here. Hold on, replace. Because I done messed this up. Don't know how, but I did. Let your fences to stop the breakouts. Good. That should be all of them. Sorry for the little momentary silence. I'm just making sure I don't miss a spot. And I feel like, you know, talking and trying to do this, I'll end up missing the spot. That's all. Almost done. Oh, that wasn't the last one. Okay. Nice. Okay. Let's move them on over. Then one more Parasaurolophus, because I did say I was going to make just one more. Then let's move over to the Camarasaurus. It's going to give me 3 of those. Oh yeah, looking at my menu, somehow that just reminded me that I'm doing another segment basically to this, but I want to do like a Jurassic World version. So a Jurassic World Operation Genesis, so to speak. JPOG for short. And with that is, I was thinking just, you know, we're going to include dinosaurs from the Jurassic that appeared in Jurassic World. Now we're going to exclude Fallen Kingdom, but we're going to go for dinosaurs that just appeared in Jurassic World. So like I said, Indominus. If they had a Stygimoloch in the brochure, we're going to go with that. So that we got Baryonyx, Suchomimus, Brachiosaurus was there, but it didn't make an appearance. So it's up in the air. But then again, the way I'm doing it is, let's say there was a legit success of the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. What would it be and how would they go about it? And my okay, there we go. My thought is it would still have some of the dinosaurs from JPOG in it, so yeah, that means Brachiosaurus would be in it, and yeah, Carnosaurus would probably still be in it. Or no, it would probably get replaced by Apatosaurus if it was not to still be included. But basically, it's gonna be a mix and match. So we'll probably have like maybe more than 25 species to work with. If I'm doing this right, it may be 20 species, it may be 30. Who knows? We'll see. But y'all let me know if that's what y'all want to do. And I want to kind of, it's gonna be differently built than this one. Like this one is already getting giant. Hence why I'm making these two massive enclosures like this, because I already know I'm gonna be running out of room. Like, look at this. I gotta now use the rest of my land space wisely. Get him while we move these guys over. I'm glad we can make use of it, that we have an actual like viable tour, so to speak. These things, while they're not the Ford Explorers from the first JPOG, they're still good. Like, they're just as good. And that's all 5. Right, so let's continue editing it so I can finish this tour route. Push that back. Basically though, that hooks around like so. And that's a tour path, and I want to put something there where the people can see the animals here too, outside of the tour. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm pushing this river really out to here like that, to say that's how it goes around. There. And now we got the setup for the Tyrannosaurus and the Kentrosaurus, almost, so to speak. Almost. Cool. Let me see if they like it. Yep, they fine. Go here. We'll finish the tour. On the curve, you like that. We're gonna go around. Get moved and pushed back out some more. Basically, the connect right there. I really wish there was a way to just keep, editing. Like, you can click on the path and then you can keep editing. That would come in handy, honestly. And I'm kind of curious to see what else they're going to surprise us with, because that new Zootoceratops was quite the surprise. Just to wake up to it one morning and then boom, it's there. Like that, just like that. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, come on. I'm trying not to delete these trees. There we go. The curve is too sharp. Now, done. So, there we go. I'm gonna say. I just want how about to end this episode off? We just go through it just to see how it looks coming out. Oh damn, you hit that gate kind of hard. Has it? Has it really? Yeah, like this is what we need more of. Now imagine if we had a balloon tour, right? Imagine how good that would look if we had a balloon tour. We'd be able to see the park from above. Now that would look fantastic. Yep, I'm about to go across a little land bridge. And I like these little facts. Like there's 2 per dinosaur, and since there's now 3 dinosaurs in the game, that's like a total of 126 facts all together. And when you think about it, that's a lot. It's kind of bumpy there. Okay, yeah, I like it though. So what I'm about to do is, no, not a path. I need to fix this here. Bring in the water again. Just trying to make it look like the river curves into that somehow. Yep. Alright, so let's get these command sources because I need to see how they're going to handle this first, which is why I made them first. Because if you can get them to like it, then the Brachiosaurus should like it. But I think they already came out genetically modified, huh? Yeah. I forgot most of my dinosaurs are already genetically modified to a point, so pretty sure they're alright with how this looks. Ooh-wee. I don't think we're doing too bad, but what we could stand to have more is like an amenity or something, like waiting for them at this end. So like maybe another fast food joint that's waiting for them on this end, because you know people can't get enough food. Feed the people. I'm really just following Best of Slots thing there, like fast food, clothing shops, arcade. At the end of the day, so it's like I am being like so totally like unoriginal. And then if we can get enough stuff over here. Damn, see? Aesthetics. This stuff right here is just like simple aesthetics. That's all this really is. But I gotta tell you, what y'all think? How y'all think this is coming along so far? I think we doing good. I think we coming along pretty alright for the most part. Shit. You know what? At this point, I might as well just shoot the damn things myself. Oh, told y'all I was gonna curse. I was doing so good not to curse. I told y'all I was gonna end up cursing. And that wasn't even on purpose. It's just, unfortunately, it's part of my vocabulary now. Because when I was little, I've always wanted to curse. I was like, I can't wait till I'm old enough to curse and not get in trouble. And now that I'm able to do it, I take full advantage of it. Oh, speaking of sauropods, anybody else think the Dreadnoughtus, when you're sedating it, because the panic sound it makes sounds like the T-Rex, like the sound the T-Rex makes when it's about to eat something, like the goat? Because I know I'm not the only one that thinks that, right? Okay, let's get them over here. This is gonna be like the last test to see what they got. And then after this, we move into light storms. And then that's probably only going to be an episode or two. And then we move into heavy storms after that. And that's going to be a lot. So why they get those moved over? Why don't we just admire the park? Like what we got going on here? Like, look it. They really tend to like want to go there, it seems. Like only a few over here, and that's just this Triceratops. Oh yeah, y'all still haven't dropped down any names. I'm like, I would name them, but at this point, I've made too many to just go through a name. If I do it, I probably do it off screen. Other than that, like, I'm waiting on y'all to drop these names, man. I know y'all got some funny names, or some good ones, or some cool ones. I know y'all got something. Y'all got something for your boy. Don't leave your boy just hanging now. Yeah, okay. I just want to take the time out again just to admire the Styracosaurus because they just look awesome. Like for some reason, I really like the Styracosaurus in this game. Like out of all of its depictions, definitely over the years, like this is, I'm really fond of this. Like this is really done well. Trying to kind of get. So I want to look at their feet to see if they're hoof-like or finger-like, because ceratopsians, not hoof-like, but ceratopsians, they don't have elephant-like trunk legs like they've been depicted with in the past, or in the Jurassic franchise. They really actually have fingers, like digits, like little hands, basically. And that's what this kind of look like. They kind of look like they got their finger digits. It's like a hybrid between the trunk that you see here on the Torosaurus and the Triceratops and like the actual finger digits. But I'm looking at it here. Yeah, they look like they actually have their fossil record digits. But don't fully quote me on that, because you know the Jurassic franchise isn't known for their accuracy. Yeah, for the most part, yeah, they actually have their little digits, but the way the legs are still modeled and everything, they're still trunk-like, like the Triceratops over here. They're still trunk-like, but the Styracosaurus's toes are elephant-like, like the Triceratops is. And you can, the Torosaurus is the same way too. They have trunk feet, but theirs is a little bit more pronounced, like they were becoming digits. And I'm curious to see if the other ceratopsians are like that, like Chasmosaurus and Pentaceratops, and even the Pseudoceratops, to see how that was modeled off, like, and whatnot. But okay, now that we're here, so how do you guys like it? Oh, these guys, they hate it. There's not enough forest. So how about we try to save the day? Or yeah, I was going to just end it saying, how about we try to save the day in this episode? Let's just get this done here now. And you know what the biggest saving grace always is? Big tree. This is just an excuse to put down a big tree and then dot it with more of these little ones. Because they don't take up that much space. So these are excellent for an enclosure such as this, where I still want to kind of have my herbivores frolic, so to speak, but make room for the trees and stuff, like and such, so to speak. This is the excellent tree. Like, this is the most optimal tree. There we go. Like, just look how well it fit without really altering the other trees or the terrain that much. And this is just putting it along the lines with the other one. That, then, boom, boom, boom. And now their forest need is just met. Just met. So what I'm going to do is just line it up with some more trees right there, just like that, because I want it to be some type of blue, just in case, because sauropods have this thing of wandering and affecting their environmental needs as well as their social needs. You think they would still kind of group together, like one Kamatosaurus will end up going all the way up over here, and while the other two are somewhere else, and then boom, now we got a problem. But now that's good, that's better, right? Yep, cool. Who's sick now? The Packies again. So to close off this episode, we're going to fix the Packy again. And surprisingly, they're the ones getting sick more than the Hadrosaurs do. Now in my experience, the Hadrosaurs, like my Parasaurs, always are the ones getting sick. But hey, as this playthrough progresses, we'll see. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more. As hopefully I'm going to be able to, I don't know which one it is, let's take a gamble. Wrong one. I'm going to try to get back to uploading every day, if not every other day. Keep a lookout for my live streams, which is why I tell y'all to comment and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode. Peace out, bros.